People who say it cannot be done should not interrupt those who are doing it. The world is populated in the main by people who should not exist. A life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable, but more useful than a life spent doing nothing. The things most people want to know about are usually none of their business. If women were particular about men's characters, they would never get married at all. Just do what must be done. This may not be happiness, but it is greatness. The worst sin toward our fellow creatures is not to hate them, but to be indifferent to them. That's the essence of inhumanity. Love is a gross exaggeration of the difference between one person and everybody else. You use a glass mirror to see your face. You use works of art to see your soul. Life is not meant to be easy, my child, but take courage, it can be delightful. Most people do not pray, they only beg. The more I see of the moneyed classes, the more I understand the guillotine. A broken heart is a very pleasant complaint for a man in London if he has a comfortable income. The test of a man or woman's breeding is how they behave in a quarrel. Why should we take advice on sex from the Pope? If he knows anything about it, he shouldn't. The truth is the one thing that nobody will believe. It is the first duty of every man not to be poor. Progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. Our lives are shaped not as much by our experiences as by our expectations. Discussing vaccination with a doctor is like discussing vegetarianism with a butcher. When a thing is funny, search it carefully for a hidden truth. The only way to avoid being miserable is not to have enough leisure to wonder whether you are happy or not. Success does not consist in never making mistakes, but in never making the same one a second time. Our necessities are few, but our wants are endless. Liberty means responsibility. That is why most men dread it. We throw the whole drudgery of creation one sex, and then imply that no female of any delicacy would initiate any effort in that direction. Dancing is a perpendicular expression of a horizontal desire. A cigarette is a pinch of tobacco rolled in paper with fire at one end and a fool at the other. The best way to get your point across is to entertain. Take care to get what you like, or you will be forced to like what you get.